What is going on, guys? My name is Baron or Developer B, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Bukkit coding tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to be making two commands, heal and feed, as you guys can see, and pretty much I'm going to show you how to use arguments and commands in other classes, among other features such as healing and feeding players. So this is going to be a cool episode. It should kind of gather everything you've learned so far and maybe add a little bit more. There aren't any listeners in this, but mostly everything about commands and taking it to a next level. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's go ahead, and as you can see, I already have everything set up. If you don't know how to set any of this up that I'm showing you right now, go back and watch my previous tutorials before watching this one, so I can show you how to set all of this up. I already have everything set up. I even have the artifacts set up, as you can see. There's nothing in here though, but I already have it set up and ready to go. So if you don't know how to do any of this, like creating the plugin.yml or these packages or anything, go and watch my last video and see how to do that, or watch my episode 0 or something. Just go ahead and watch one of those videos, and then come back once you think you know how to do it, and then you'll be at this point. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the onEnable here in my main class that extends Java plugin, and we're not going to put anything in here yet. We're going to do it later. So right now we're actually going to create a new package, but we're going to create a class first, and we're just going to use the dots to add a class into a package that's not created yet. So we're going to call this package commands. And normally what I do is when I'm like distinguishing, like if I was going to make a class called listeners, I always don't capitalize and just leave everything lowercase. So like this. So, and I do it plural. So like listeners, not just listener or whatever. So that's pretty basic. And in commands, we are actually going to have a heal command and then a feed command. So here's the heal command, and I'll just go ahead and create another class called the feed command. Just right click on the package and it'll automatically go inside of it. And you just right click and then it'll automatically go inside of that package, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start on the heal command, and pretty much once we're done with this, we can actually copy and paste most of it, because believe it or not, they're almost exactly the same except for the methods and what we're saying to the player. So it should be pretty basic. But let's go ahead and implement command executor. Now what this is, it's pretty much an interface that allows you to add the on command in this class. So that's pretty much all it does. So if you type on command, as you can see, it comes up, and all you have to do is hit enter, and it will autocomplete like we did last time. And I don't know why they changed this, which kind of annoys me. They changed the name of the variables, which is pretty annoying. They used to have it like sender and then command, which is the same, but I'm just going to name it CMD. And then they had string label, and then they had a string array of args. And I don't know why they changed it just to that. They should have just kept it. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Let's go and return true. Pretty much the difference between returning false and true is that, like, normally you would return false if something went wrong. I don't know. I always return true. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter, but I always return true on command. I don't know why you wouldn't do that, or why you would use return false. It honestly does not matter. Like, I'll just leave it return false. It really doesn't matter at all. But let's go ahead and get our command started up. So we're going to say if label.equals ignore case heal, just like we did in the last one. So we're just going to name it heal, and inside of here we're going to check if the sender is a player. And we are doing this because we do not want the console to run this command, because they won't be able to do it. So we're going to say sender.sendMessage chat color.red, and we're going to say only players can execute this command. Alright, only can execute the heal command, like that. And then we can return true or whatever. So if you don't know what this means, it's pretty much just we're checking to see if the command center is a player, and we're saying if it's not a player, so pretty much we're sending this to the console because we've eliminated that it's a player. And now we can cast player to sender, because we know now that the sender is a player. And now what we're going to do next is check for arguments. Now, if you guys don't know what arguments are, it's pretty much this. So if we say /heal, there's 0 arguments in this. This does not count as an argument. But if we say /heal developer B is an argument. So there's 1 argument in this. So that's pretty much it. Like, honestly, if you say, or if you have a /message command and say, hi, my name is developer B or whatever, these are all arguments. So this would have a total of 5 arguments. Pretty basic stuff. It's not that complicated. So let's go ahead and check if args.length equals 0. So pretty much what we're saying is if we're just using /heal and there's nothing typed after that. So we're going to say player.sendMessage chatColor.green, and we're pretty much going to heal them in here now because they didn't specify a player. So if we just use /heal, then they're going to heal their own health, and we're going to say your health was magically healed or something. And then down here we can say player.setHealth to 20. And the setHealth method, sorry, my nose is a little bit stuffed up, but the setHealth method pretty much sets their health to a specified value. And why am I saying 20 in here? And that's because if you look in Minecraft, there are 10 hearts. And each time you take down health, it goes to half a heart, then a heart. So it doesn't go straight down 1 heart, it goes to half a heart. And pretty much this value is represented by half a heart. So there technically are 20 half hearts in their health. So if we set this to 19, then this would be 9.5 hearts, 18 is 9 hearts, 17 is 8.5 hearts, 16 is 8 hearts, etc. So that should make sense. It's not that complicated. It's just useful to know what this means. If you're going to set their health to say 6.5 hearts, then you would know to have 13 or whatever. So let's go ahead and say an else statement, because if we know that args is 0 and say else, then that means args is more than 0. It can't be less than 0, so it's only going to be more than 0. And what we can do now is we can do a player target. And what this target is, it's pretty much the player we are targeting to heal. Pretty basic. And we are going to use a method to find this target called bucket.getPlayer. And we can get a player based off of their name or their UUID, but this looks like it's deprecated, but it really isn't. It still works. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they deprecated it but made it still work. It still works. I don't know why it does, but it'll say it's deprecated, but that is the only way we're going to be able to get the player out of this command, unless you make the player type in a UUID, which we're not going to do. We're just going to make them type in the player name. So pretty much, this is not right. Pretty much what this is doing is we are getting the player out of what our argument is. So arg 0, what does that mean? We don't have 0 arguments, we have 1. But if you remember, everything in Java starts with 0. So when we're indexing, we have to start with a 0 value, which is the first value actually. So 0 actually equals the first value in this array. So we are typing in, if we say /heal developer B, right? Then developer B would be arg 0. So it would get put into here, and then we can heal developer B based whether he's online or not, which we're going to check for right now. So we're going to go down here and say if target equals null. So pretty much we're saying if they can't find this player anywhere online, then we're going to player.sendMessage chatColor.red, and we're going to say args 0 is not online. There. And then we can return true. And now we can assume that target is not equal to null, which means they are online and they are an actual player. So now we can actually heal them. So we're going to set their health to 20. And now we're going to send each player a message because we know target is online. And we're going to say chatColor.green. And we're going to say successfully healed target dot get name health. There. And now we can say target dot send message chat color dot green. You were healed by player dot get name. There. It's pretty cool how you can do that. It's really cool. And that's pretty much it for our heal command. That's really it. You don't have to do anything else. And now we can make our feed command. So let's go ahead and actually copy this whole entire method right here. So just hit Control C, copy it, and go into feed. And we're going to implement a command executor. And now we can go down here, Control V. And now all we're going to do is change each word. So feed command, your food level, or you were magically fed. I'm not going to say like food level is magically fed. That's kind of weird. Fed. And then we can say fed and fed and successfully healed. I'm gonna go like that, and we can do that in here too actually, because this is kind of redundant to say it twice. So there we go, and fed, and now the method to feed someone is just set food level. That's literally it, and it's an int, not a double. I don't know why they did that, but you can't really set a double or else it's kind of weird. I mean, you actually can. They probably just have it. So like, yeah, I understand it. So you can like get exact health and stuff. But set food level is an integer, but it's still based on 20. So like the half a chicken nugget or whatever, and the full chicken nugget that you have on your thing. Full, yeah. So pretty much we are done with this, and now all we have to do to register these is go into heal and feed and type get command. We have to do it in our on enable because we're registering these commands. This is the only time you would have to register a command. If you have the command in this extends Java plugin, then you do not have to register it. But since we have it in other classes, we have to register it to know where these commands are coming from. So we're going to say get heal, set executor to new heal command. And now we can say get command feed and set it executor to new feed command. This is going to be this. There. We are pretty much done now. That's literally it. And if we go ahead and look at our plugin.yml, I already have everything set up. This is how you add multiple commands into the plugin.yml. Pretty basic stuff. Pretty much the heal command fully heals yourself or another player, and feed fully feeds yourself or another player. There's the main version, heal and feed, basic stuff. Now, let's go ahead and build this. So let's make sure it is nice and in the plugins folder. So here we go. We actually have warnings, but it's just the deprecation warnings. Do not worry about those because your thing is going to be fine. So let's go ahead and look, and as you can see, it's in here, 4 kilobytes, and with our other plugins. So there we go. Our server is now ready to start up. So let's go ahead and start our server up, and we can go, and I'm actually going to log on to 2 different Minecraft accounts. So I'm going to log on to this one, and I'm going to open it again and actually log on to this one. There. But I don't know if this guy's going to be able to join now. He probably will since he's already online. Okay, here we go. So he's on. GJRI joined the server. And there is developer B. So we're both on here now. And here we are. Say hello. Oops. Let's go ahead and put these side by side. So here's one right here. Let's look at the console too. And then we're going to put one over here. Perfect. Now, pretty much what we're going to do is we are going to run around, try and get hunger down. Our hunger is already both down, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy to a very low health so we can actually test out this heal command. So he's going down, and his health is going down too pretty fast. Okay, there. So now we're actually going to lower our hunger. He's not going to heal because his hunger is already down. But let's go ahead and try this out, actually. So I'm going to have him hit me now, and I'm going to heal myself and heal him. So he's in the water. I don't know why these villages are in the water. That's kind of cool. I never really thought about that. Might be a new feature or something. I don't know. We're going to hit these guys far away. His health is going down. There. Perfect. So now we both have some low health. So what I'm going to first try out is the heal and feed on a single player. So let's do /heal. As you can see, your health was magically healed, but then it says /heal. I don't know why it says that, but let's go ahead and look. So if we look right here, it must have something to do with this. Let's look and see why it's doing this. If label.equals ignore case, heal equals ignore case. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. It might be because of this stuff. Probably not though. That's kind of weird why it would do that. Maybe because we're not returning. I don't know. Oh, it's because of this return false. That's why it does that. It's because it's returning false. So actually go like this and return true. That's why I don't use return false, because it actually says the command after. So if you return true and reload the server, now it's going to be fixed. So if we do /heal, see, now it doesn't say it. That's it. That's why I don't use return false for the information, unless you want to debug something or something. So there we go. That worked. Now let's try /feed. You were magically fed, and my chicken nuggets went back up. Now we're going to try GJRII. So let's go ahead and try and heal an offline player. So like Notch. So Notch is not online, or if we try to feed Notch, Notch is not online. So obviously that doesn't work, but if we try and heal GJRII, so GJRII, there we go. You were healed by developer B, and I got a successfully healed message over here. Now if I feed GJRII, successfully fed him, and you were fed. So thank you guys for watching. That was a really basic tutorial on healing and feeding. It's really cool how you guys are learning how to do this more. I was really excited. This was one of my first plugins that I did, a heal and feed command. So pretty basic, but it actually teaches you a lot about commands and arguments and other stuff. I would keep practicing this, try and get it, and try and like get the basic foundations down, and keep making this plugin. Try and make it without watching this video or looking at code, and see if you can actually do it, and maybe make your own spin off of it or something, so you can start developing some of that instinct, or that coding instinct, so you know what goes where and stuff, which is what I had to do. And eventually, you know, it just came naturally. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. We're probably going to learn configuration files. So yeah guys, see you guys then.